Have you ever found yourself in a situation where something bad happened to someone and you realize that you're smiling about it? Yeah, me too. That private pleasure, that global in-joke, that sadistic joy. That secret smile at someone's misfortune. And sometimes you don't even know them personally. It's a very contradictory feeling. That, yes, they finally got what they deserve, but at the same time, you feel a sense of pity. You don't want to be happy about someone else's pain, yet sometimes you do it anyway. This complex emotion, this mix of pleasure and guilt, is called Schadenfreude, a German word that captures the bittersweet taste of finding humor in someone else's misfortune. Schadenfreude can be very confusing. But here's the thing. Many of us pride ourselves on empathy and kindness, yet this feeling whispers a different layer of story to us. It reminds us that we are capable of darkness and light. And despite our blunders, we should strive for compassion, empathy, and personal growth. Learn to acknowledge those sudden moments of secret satisfaction and ask yourself, why do I want a mishap for that person, even though they do you wrong? Because in the good book, it says in Romans 12, render to no man evil for evil. A very profound statement, right? It's only if you allow yourself enough empathy and compassion, then someone else's pain will not be a pleasure to you. Let's face it, we all experience Schadenfreude at some point in our lives. But it's when we acknowledge it within ourselves that we can work on this complex emotion. Check yourself for those deep emotions. The envy, the jealousy, the resentment. They plant the seeds of pleasure in someone else's downfall. But let's be clear about this. A harmless giggle at someone's minor mishap might be okay, but taking pleasure in another's pain can be hurtful and socially isolating. Because when you think about it, humor should uplift someone, not demean them. I've had my wave of Schadenfreude too. It started when I bumped into an old colleague at the gym and he asked about the job interview I had recently. He was just curious and I told him I did not get the job. And I noticed at the corner of his mouth that clear twitch of grin followed by a teeny weeny sympathy. He said, I'm so sorry, but they missed out on a good worker. And I was so tempted to ask if he had just smiled at my misfortune. But here's what happened. When that same colleague made a significant error on an important project, I felt a surge of satisfaction. A sense that he finally got what he deserved. Karma, I said to myself. But later on, as I reflected on my reaction, I felt terrible. My initial pleasure was coming from a place of resentment. And that became a learning moment for me. The importance of self-awareness. You see, it's so easy to judge others. So easy to find satisfaction in their struggles. But true growth comes from looking inward. So check yourself. Examine your motivations and choose empathy over animosity. And let's be honest here. No one enjoys picking apart their faults. But if you look closer, you will glimpse some of the most hidden yet important parts of your life. Schadenfreude is a human emotion, a reminder of our capacity for both compassion and cruelty. It's what we do with these feelings that truly matters. And there's no perfect way of doing it. But here are my recommendations. Instead of indulging in short-term pleasures, let's choose empathy, compassion, and understanding. Let's try to recognize the struggles of others, even those who have wronged us. Because at the end of the day, empathy is what binds us together as humans. So the next time you catch yourself smiling at someone's misfortune, take a step back and ask yourself, was it a playful or a hurtful situation? Let us all be mindful of the impact our reactions have on others. Because a smile born from a malicious delight can be easily replaced with a supportive pat on the back. So please join us, share your story. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video with someone who could use a boost of motivation. With every subscribe, like, and share, it helps the YouTube algorithm to spread the message. Thank you so much for watching. Statubu aturu toward we uzo dekuku bi wetu wistaki. Is K Spice 876 signing out. Take very good care.